Hi, how are you feeling? We, last night, so Jeff and I are in two separate cities, and it's only temporary, but generally when we're in this, the same place as a couple, we have dinner together every night, and we like to make pizza, pasta. I'm a baker, so I like to make pizza dough. And right now we're on this binge, and since we're in two separate cities, we do it on SharePlay, but we've been watching Law and Order, the classic, going way all the way back. Pre-Serena, pre-9/11 episodes to like the early Adam Schiff episodes, character Adam Schiff. But it's a weird, what's your comfort watch? What's your comfort watch? Law and Order they don't always get their comeuppance, but there's, you have something, at least an ending you can talk about and focus on. And interestingly enough, it was a very different time, so I guess there's a bit of escapism there. My personal comfort watches are Law and Order, Golden Girls, and Murder, She Wrote. Murder, She Wrote, they will always get their comeuppance. In Murder, She Wrote, are you taking care of yourself today? Lots of things are happening. I have some of your comments here on my computer that I'm going to respond to from the community. But I just hope you're taking good care of yourself and feeling kindly toward yourself. What do we do in times like these? We become kinder to ourselves. What do we do in moments like these? We praise ourselves. I had my webinar this morning on guilt. Lots of people there, and it was just a fun, what a beautiful group of people. What a beautiful community to talk about letting go of our guilt. I loved it. So, some of your comments from recent videos. This one's YouTube, I think. How am I supposed to care for myself when everything feels like it's on fire? So, I have a team, and the team gets your comments together and brings them to me so I can respond to them. And to repeat, how am I supposed to care for myself when everything feels like it's on fire? All right, you know what I'm going to say. That's the time when you must care for yourself. If you're a person who feels a lot and who cares a lot, then this day, this moment, you have to include yourself. If it feels too selfish to just say, for 2 hours, I'm only taking care of myself. If that feels like too much and too selfish, you can say, I'm going to take care of everyone, and everyone includes me. How in the world do we get to a place where there's different rules for everyone else than for me? Like everyone else gets care, but not me. Right? And isn't that inherent in this comment? How am I supposed to care for myself when everything feels like it's on fire? Implying to me, anyway, maybe it's just my projection, that when everything's on fire, it's easy to reach out and care for others, to try to save the world, to try to sacrifice this human being to fix it or solve it. And I would encourage you not to do that. I would encourage you to take care of yourself and be loving to yourself. What are we going to do? Bullies have been having a heyday for a decade. What's the point? Love when a comment starts like that. This one's from Instagram. What's the point of trying to make a difference when it feels like nothing changes? Now, this is interesting. Things certainly change. They get worse. Joking. That's putting a positive spin on things. So the nature of the universe, here's your Zen spiritual principle. The nature of the universe is change. So we actually cannot stop anything from changing. But as you point out and as you word it, feels like nothing changes, right? What's the point of trying to make a difference when it feels like nothing changes? So nothing changes is an internal narrative that I would say is designed to get you to feel stuck. And I'm not saying the feeling isn't valid. I've had it many times myself. I would challenge you to think about maybe the change is just very slow. Maybe the change is just really not as big as we would like it to be. It's just really bitty. Maybe the change is not even visible to us. So, to answer your question directly, what's the point of trying to make a difference when it feels like nothing changes? The point is, you feel better. The point is, people around you feel better. The point is, even if you feel like nothing's changing, you acting the change is making manifest change. Did that even make sense? You going out and doing something is change. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you just go do it? Sometimes we are called to change here instead of or before changing there. Sometimes we are called to change here before or at least with changing anything out there. This world needs a lot of you. It has been requiring a lot of you. There's a lot happening. Maybe a change here like, I deserve to rest. I deserve to rest. Maybe that's the change for right now. Here's another one from Instagram. How do I hold joy without guilt when so many are hurting? Here's something you may not be living in your experience right now. Joy is essential. If you're going to do anything, if you're going to accomplish anything, if you're going to avoid burning out, if you're going to be the change you wish to see in the world, if anything's going to work out for you, you're going to have to do it with joy. You're going to have to, I don't want to use that language. Your spiritual invitation right now is learning that you are worth something. And joy, your joy is worth something. Because you are, and it is. And joy can be the ultimate political resistance. You know, I do a cabaret sometimes with my friend Jacob. And getting on that stage and cracking jokes, having fun, smiling, that can be the ultimate form of resistance. If you don't feel it, you don't feel it. But I'm saying one way that the system inside you ruins joy is by making it a guilty feeling. Well, they're not joyful. You know, as a kid, you learned, if they're not joyful, you can't be joyful. Right? Right. Okay. This one's a good one, and I think it'll be our last one because it's so important right now. Jeffrey, how do you keep believing in kindness when people are so cruel right now? I'll tell you my little Buddhist perspective. People are deluded. They're not inherently bad. And the internet goes to two people, initial H and initial T, whenever I talk like this. And they're like, how could you say there's no evil in the world? Which is not what I said. But, how can you say people are inherently good? Look at H, look at T. And the truest T is that some people are extremely deluded. So much so that they visit terrible, awful, horrible lives on other people But I choose to believe that there's a core of goodness in all human beings. And to be funny, to have joy about it, everybody likes me. Everybody in the comments, everybody likes me. Some people are just very far away on that trajectory. Some people are closer. But everybody likes me. Every human is good. Sometimes they're just very far from that knowledge. You be a good human today. You take care of yourself today. You be good today. I care about you. I love you. Bye.